Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the Community Summit Mastermind Challenge, where we ask 10 general technology and 10 AWS specific questions for the chance to be crowned ComSum Mastermind Champion. I am delighted to welcome Tim. Tim, hello. Can you please introduce
Hello,
yourself?
I'm Tim Bannister, based in Manchester. I'm a consultant at the Scale Factory. I'm also a Kubernetes tech lead for the documentation special interest group. So getting any questions about EKS wrong will be doubly embarrassing.
Well, we'll soon see if there's any EKS questions coming up. So, how are you feeling about the competition? Obviously, apart from EKS, are there any other areas of strength that you have, and are there maybe any other questions that you might be worried about?
I guess we're at the work, we're a partner that does a lot of well-architected reviews, really quite a lot, in fact. So if there's questions on that, and I get, for example, the number of frameworks, the number of pillars wrong or something, then all my colleagues will be ribbing me. But I'm feeling fairly relaxed.
Okay, well, we shall soon see. Okay, and what most excites you in the AWS world at the moment?
I'm kind of interested in things like Neptune. I think that just because I like graph APIs to work with, I'm interested to see how that turns out and if there's any future development coming.
Okay, interesting, yeah. And finally, before we start, are there any shout outs you want to give out?
I'll just shout out to my colleagues at the Scale Factory.
Awesome. Okay, brilliant. Right, okay, so without further ado, let's begin. So in normal mastermind rules, I'm going to go through the questions. You can pass
Okay.
any questions as we come along, and we'll come back to it at the end. So it's not timed. So all the best, and let's get started. Right. So pen and paper to hand. So question one: who developed Git?
Git was developed by Linus Torvalds.
Correct. Question two: what does FAT on the file system stand for?
File allocation table.
Okay, correct. Question three: what does the dot and double dot represent in a terminal in a file system?
Okay, so dot represents the current directory, and dot represents the reference to that directory's parent directory.
Okay, excellent. I think you gave a better description there than my answer I've got written down here, so well done. Question four: what open source software is Heartbleed associated with?
Heartbleed was an exploit in OpenSSL.
Okay, God, you're on a winning streak there. 4 out of 4 so far. Okay, question five: in Knight Rider, a 1980s TV program, an AI system was able to drive the car called KIT. But what does KIT stand for?
Oh, Knight Industries pass.
Oh, you're so close. Okay, we'll pass and we'll come back to that one. Okay, so question six: what was the name of one of the earliest web browsers that claimed to lead to the explosion of interest in the internet and was developed by Mark Anderson?
Netscape Navigator. Oh, yeah, Netscape Navigator.
Okay, no, but I think you were maybe top. We'll come back to that one afterwards. Question seven:
All right.
in the early 90s, Phil Zimmerman released this important tool that helped guard the privacy of messages and documents. What was that tool called?
PGP.
Yes,
Pretty good privacy.
excellent. Question eight: in what book by Douglas Copeland that followed a group of computer whizzes developed? Sorry, let me start again. What was the name of the book by Douglas Copeland that followed a group of computer whizzes in the 90s?
Generation X.
Nope, it was Microsurfs.
Oh, you're right.
Yes. Question nine. In the E&M Bank sci-fi books, what was the name of the society formed by various races and artificial intelligences?
The Culture.
Yes, and what a fine collection of books they were. And final question for this round: in what year was the Apple iPad launched?
2008.
Close, it was 2010. So we passed on one question, which was KIT. What was KIT? Does KIT stand for?
I still don't know the answer.
Okay, well, you're very close. It's Knight Industry 2000. Okay, so you did very well. In that round, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you scored 6. So fantastic. Okay, let's move on now to the AWS round. So that's just a nice little warm up for the main event. So let's get started. Question one: what do C instances typically are used for in AWS?
Compute.
Yes. Question 2. Which AWS service has an SLA of 100% and is absolutely not a database?
Route 53.
Yes, excellent. Question 3. Which AWS service shares the name of goddess of wisdom, war, and the crafts, and a favoured daughter of Zeus?
Athena.
Yes. Question 4. What was the first region outside of the US?
I guess it would be Dublin EUS1.
Very good. And question 5. Which AWS AI service would you use if you wanted to perform some document analysis such as sentiment analysis?
Ooh. I'm going to say SageMaker.
No, it's Comprehend. Which AWS service allows you to connect your own or SaaS applications with events within AWS?
EventBridge?
Yes, although I would have allowed AppFlow as well. What are R4, R5 and X1 instances typically associated with?
Large bills.
Aside from high bills.
I can't remember what they're for.
Okay, we'll pass and we'll come back. Maybe you'll be inspired, or then I'll find a few questions. Question 8. To have more control over the shape of sound, you can use a markup language in Amazon Polly, but what's that markup language called?
Oh, my word. Pass.
Okay, pass. Question 9. How many layers can you have in a Lambda function?
10.
No, it's 5. And final question 10. What AWS service uses open source projects such as Apache TVM and is used to optimize the deployment of models onto small form factor devices?
IoT. Greengrass. I'm going to say Greengrass.
Okay. Nope. In the right area, it's SageMaker Neo. Okay, so you passed on a couple there. Let's go back to these ones. So the first one is, what are the R4, 5 and X1 instances typically associated with?
Memory then.
Yep. Well done. Okay. And then the final one you passed on, which is to have more control over the shape of sound, you can use markup language in Polly. What is that markup called?
I've read this and I'm going to say Smile, but I don't think it's the right answer.
It's kind of close. It's SSML, or Speech Synthesis Markup Language. Okay, right. So in the AWS round, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you scored 6 in that round, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which gives you an overall of 12. So congratulations, Tim, and we shall see how you fare against your other competitors when we have the ComSum event. Thank you very much for your time today.
Thanks very much, Ricardo.